Derenge Gauso, Jamagama Bag, Marana, Cafe, Batalto, Tene, Gunjun, Langa, Lebne, Hadirin, Malabza, Marank, Doduji.
As the Gyalwang Karmapa has instructed me, he asked me to come to this Guncha and say a few words, so I will now say a few words at this opening ceremony.
Aranzo, Gayubage, Gamagayu, Gunjun, Dene, Nasa, Namu, Gamaba, Komanamu, Gudula, Nangamo, Perla, Gamsan Gajula. Shedra, Kashi Yori, Tutunala, Be Jasambo, Nangane, Tamse, Chu, She, Zoba Jap, Tendon, Luju, Name, Gaju Bage, Lujunala Yori.
In the history of our Kaju lineage, incarnations of the Karmapa considered it very important and instituted Shedras in Tibet. So they considered these extremely important, and within these Shedras, students engaged in listening and explanation and debate.
I two cheese, Gamagayu, Dabadan, Kamala, Tarsi, Kamala, come, Peria, days and yam, Ulia, days and yam, Kamlama, Persia, Kamlama, the Tarsi was in, Handed a Chebada.
And then at a certain point, the teachings declined or disappeared declined in the central Tibet, but they spread in eastern Tibet, in Kham. And so in Kham, there was a lot of listening and contemplating of the teachings.
Tendea, Chepata Zombage, Yantaso, Nagamaba, Rumdik Nimbala Shube Captain, Rumdik Salabala Shube Cap Nigala, and Jasamba Bedlam.
And in particular, during the time of the 16th Karmapa, both when he was at the old Rinpoche monastery and at the new Rinpoche monastery, there was a great, he continued the tradition of studying in depth.
Gama Bagazina Dane, Gamagayu Gonga, Mambucha. To the Rena Yang Tenea, Chebata Zobag, Shera Tarne, and they call Mambucha, and she's the Yachero, so on.
And also at the time, there were the establishments of many retreat centers and so forth, and so the teaching spread, and then the teaching spread and flourished greatly. And now, because of the facilities that the Gyalwang Karmapa has provided, the teachings have really expanded greatly. There are a lot of people who are studying. There are many people who are learning the texts and the philosophy well. And so this is how it is all turning out.
Zhang Chigayore. Yena Yang Tate Gala Yang in the Gunjuso and the Zobaya in the Yakone Kombeke Govajun Shimboshirayore.
And so in general, the Kempos have been teaching you in the Shedras and so forth. You're receiving the teachings, but there is still a good reason to have this winter Dharma gathering. Now, when we are studying the Dharma, what we need are the three types of prajna. We need these three types of prajna.
Sherab Sumde and Tube Sherab, Sambe Sherab, Gombe Sherab, Nabasum Gore.
And these three types of prajna are the prajna born of listening, the prajna born of contemplation, and the prajna born of meditation.
Da tambo pezatini, kibikundule pezatini, Nimarishno Lamne, Jangwe Gauso, Da tambo Tube Sherab Yulke, Tomar Tube Sherab Goso.
And so,
Tube Sherab they can be given.
And so first, when we receive teachings, we go to classes and we receive teachings every day, then at first we develop the listening, the prajna of listening. So that is the first that we develop, the prajna of listening.
Then go to the Tune, Terangi Jula, Pese Koakene, Rangi Jula, Koyon and Gauso, and Nasambi Sherab Jang, Sala Yuri, Tibal Sambani Yuri.
And so then as we listen, we develop an understanding, and this becomes our prajna of contemplation. We contemplate the teachings and develop the prajna of contemplation.
Then two bishop Gauke, Pesa Shade, but the Sambi Sherab, Yapelgora, Tambu two bishop, Pesa She, Chushi Bishop, the Sambi Sherab, Kong the Pelgore.
And so first we have to have the listening, the prajna of listening, and then that increases. It becomes the support or the basis, and then as that increases, it becomes the prajna of contemplation.
Geranzo tenebe ripetashi zen nishin ba chesho se chesho ma do ngai chu de tambo ne re de tene nishi ma ji khon le tene kuba se ne be de re se ne geranzo ge ne de chego ma re ripi ko ne ta shi zen ne tene de bi tu to ne nishi je ba chesho sung sang je ge be sang je de song se ba re.
And then we need to increase this, or this listening of contemplation. It says the Buddha taught himself, as the Bhagavan Buddha himself taught when he was teaching the Buddha, that we need to examine the teachings. We need to investigate them and examine them ourselves. The Buddha taught that first of all, we must use our logic to examine the teachings. If at first we just accept them, we say the Bhagavan Buddha taught it, and then we just accept it out of dedication, that is not how we are supposed to do it. So we need to examine and investigate the teachings, and then we need to realize what they mean, so that we can develop true certainty.
Say Mela, San and Dang, Jane Dang, Darn Dang. Tennis Yaku Haku Yorwa, our Tashin do, Sell us, say what the Jeba, Dr. Down, should make, got a Dr. Down, Tenin, Jones, Demiton and Nishi Jane, Tenin Yams of Long Hills on it, San Jay, got nowadays.
So the analogy that the Buddha gave for this was as he said, by burning, splitting, and polishing gold, like burning, splitting, and polishing gold, examine carefully my words. Do not accept them out of faith. So it's like when you're buying gold, you need to rub it, and you need to split it, you need to burn it to check to make sure that it is gold. And it is similar with the teachings. Just as you need to check gold carefully when you purchase it, you also need to check the teachings carefully. You need to examine them carefully so that you can develop certainty.
대다라도 소아 나힘 되네 다 쩌바되게 삼비셔람 공부해줘야지 다서 땅에 쩌바자야지 쩌바 잡네 되네 담자라 되네 다 대양 조 식조로 맞는 봐 전조로 되는 쩌바자기나 삼비셔람 시에서로 쩌베 가서 아야 삼비셔람도 시에서요 된 되게 공부해줘야지.
And then when we engage in debate, what we primarily do is we increase our prajna of contemplation. So when we engage in debate, we take positions, we hold positions, and instead of relying primarily on words, we rely on the meaning, we contemplate the meaning. That increases our prajna born of contemplation.
다음 노나 캠비군들이나 당부 빠져 TV 가서 퇴비해라 조셔와세 다니레세 군주체네 다베 저바다 롤링세베 가서 삼비시랍데 조셔와 오네벨 저바다 삼반이 시치중 들에서 가가다 이제요래.
And so in this way, when we're receiving the teachings from our Khenpos, we're developing primarily the teaching born of listening, and then as we engage in debate, we're primarily emphasizing the prajna born of contemplation. As we investigate and analyze the teachings, we're developing the prajna of contemplation.
대대네 대네 저바다 삼비시랍 니데 야편나 대대네 대네 곰비시랍 네루고토나 곰네 제직도 네네 야 곰자당 야라고 봐. 곰네 곰뱅이 희고네 야 혼에 혼도 대니야 곰비시라고 혼에 뺄거 말해.
And then when we have these two types of prajna, the prajna born of listening and of contemplation, then we can rest in the nature of that meaning one-pointedly, and that brings the prajna born of meditation. And so this is increased by our activity by our prajna of listening and contemplation.
퇴비시랍 공도 펠, 삼비시랍 공도 펠, 곰비시랍 냠소 왕나 되네 대제 텔레테네 통해람당 곰벨람남 줄게 거래.
And so if we increase our prajna of listening and increase our prajna of contemplation and then practice meditation, then we will reach the paths of seeing and meditation.
저보다 삼반이게 되네 데빈네루라 제바래라 되네 곰비시랍게 통해람도 데빈네루 무슨도 통해람 데빈네루 통해람 다 남바상게 바게 제주리 남바상게 바게.
And so as we increase our prajna of listening and contemplation, then we get to the path where we develop the prajna of meditation, and that is the path of seeing, where we're seeing with our perception. And so at that point, we do not need to engage in analysis.
퇴바당 삼비시랍 공대 배에게 차소 학벌도 되네 군주 삼비시랍 공대 배에게 차소데 느려져 죽바이나 대망원 봐라 드노로 망보 미라 망보라 균디 내도 그래.
And so if we are able to increase these, if we can increase our prajna of listening and contemplation, and particular the prajna of contemplation, then in the future this provides a good basis for it to remain for a long time, for generation after generation.
대답은 벨나 대행가서 지리를 상지게 땜바 지라도 까마 거주지 땜바 혼에 벨나 망홍가라 까마 무슨 유상한 것도 배워요래 전속에 세바천에 제게 땡도 쳐봐야 다들 군주들이 윤례 용거래.
And so if we do this, then we will be able to increase the teachings. By increasing our listening and contemplation, we'll be able to increase our teachings, and we'll be able to preserve them. And so that is one of the reasons for holding this winter Dharma gathering.
다다 영화가마밖에 변해 지질에서 아주 강 저바 강자의 상황 배에 시티요래. 제가 봐도 다다 영화가마 보통 개발제 다다 저바데 배 사섭이야 보세. 다른 군주들의 배 사섭이야 보세네. 저바자로세.
And so the Gyaltsab Karmapa is now abroad, but he is watching what we are doing. And so, as you debate, he will be happy to see what you're doing. So please debate well in order to please the Gyaltsab Karmapa.
나도 제 되는 사람도 뒤중에 삼사를 좀만 되는 식이요래. 조선 공성 공도 빼와라 대 류고래 류 내버려 제발 세린 내면 고래 어디지도 로만된 두담된 돈도제다 살아 삽삽자고 치러 제 로마 당고보 조선 공성 빼와라 류고라 봐류 내면 봐고라 봐 내면 봐 세린 어디 로마다 돈도 준소 삽삽자고 제
And so also in order to engage in your listening, contemplating, and meditation, you need to have good health. If your health is good, you'll be able to study better. And so for this reason, please take good care of your health. Okay, and so I hope that your Gunshu goes very well, and so this completes my short talk.